Never a dull moment at the Friendship Cult. We are welcoming you back to Crypto's Juiciest News. We've got a Bitcoin price sitting at around $104,000. The dopamine has been taken away already. We are all losing our minds. The price is still not moving anywhere. This is what happens in crypto. We do get addicted to these fast moves, these fast shakeouts, stop the dopamine, and we're all begging for some sort of continuation up. We've got a couple of things to go through today, friends. So obviously, the themes of what's been going on lately. Ethereum has been getting pulverized against Bitcoin, which is literally, that's the real price. The real price is never the US dollar price. We all know this. It's the ratio against Bitcoin. Why would you take infinite risk on an altcoin if you cannot rise against Bitcoin? You know, third cycle curse. There's a couple of bug-eating patterns of behavior at Ethereum Foundation. Everyone's come out with their opinion. People have removed their Ethereum name. Even as Ivan on tech said, man, like this has to be, like, friends, we thought it was the bottom here. Ethereum got their spot ETF here. Doesn't matter, went down. No bottom, no bottom. So, I mean, like, I'm joking. I don't even care if it's the bottom or not. Like, who gives a crap? It just literally, like, you are so far below where like fair value is. Like. Here's the thing, even if you go up here, people are going to celebrate. Dude, this is nothing. So basically, friends, you know, if Ethereum goes from 3,000, if it goes to 4 or 5,000, it's still pathetic. It's still pathetic. It's literally meant to be at $7,000 right now. See that ETH BTC ratio of 0.07? That means Ethereum has to be 7% of Bitcoin's price. Now, when I say has to be, and it doesn't really have to be, the market does whatever it does. But for you not to be considered a piece of garbage scam by everybody, which is probably, if you want to be credible money or you want to be credible anything, you have to rise against Bitcoin. Otherwise, you're just a grift. You're literally just a grift. You are robbing everybody, just like how the government robs everybody. The government pays you in the government bond yield. It gives you like 4%, but it's printing 7%. So it's stealing 3% of your purchasing power. So it goes, oh, I'll pay you 4% with this hand, but I'm stealing 7% in the other hand. It's literally, I'm paying you $4,000 a week, but I'm robbing $7,000 out of your safe every week. That's what the government does. It's literally how the money printing system works. And the same thing in crypto, right? If you are bleeding down here, it's basically saying, oh, I'm giving you, think about this. So like if you have I'm giving you like 50% of Bitcoin gains in a month, but then with one hand, and in the other hand, I'm losing 80% of the Bitcoin gain in 1 month. Okay, and you can't see that around unless you look at the ratio. That's why, you friends, whenever you look at a ratio, you always put the big daddy one on the base, the bottom one, and then the one you want to actually like track, you put it on top. So that's why if you write an equation down, okay, this is ETH over BTC. So if this thing goes up, the whole fraction is moving up. So this thing going down, Ethereum's bleeding. This thing going up, Ethereum's winning. Okay, so and look, ultimately, we all know most altcoins, they are scams, they are trash, everything bleeds. But like Ethereum, you're meant to be like the one altcoin we can go to Bitcoin Maxi camp and say, you know, not all altcoins are scams. And they're like, dude, you're literally Ethereum Foundation, everybody eating bugs. And friends, make no mistake, a lot of this is going to get fixed. It will get fixed. It's getting fixed in the background now. But because you just got to understand how these people work. They don't respond to macho aggression as well. So that's what I want everyone. I'm here and obviously I don't have any insider knowledge. I know how these types of people work. Okay, because Vitalik, he's really smart. So how he thinks, friends, he's a decision maker. He knows, oh, if people are yelling at me, violence and doing stuff, if I do a fast reaction, it will train the humans. It will train the 100 IQ humans to keep doing that every time the price goes down against me. So his automatic stance is, forget it. We're doing nothing. Okay, that's how they think. They think differently to you and me. Okay, you and me. What do we want? We're like, start doing push-ups. Do some push-ups, please. So start doing push-ups right now. Have a protein shake. Don't eat bugs tonight, please. Please, Vitalik. You know what I mean? That's what you and I want to get the price to turn around. But don't worry, the price will turn around. Now, we have the Bitcoin monthly candle. That's pretty much all it comes down to. It is still green. Yes, but you can tell, friends, $105,000. We're like, boring, which is kind of funny, man. We're literally at the dream price. But you get to see that. That's why the dopamine hits of how these things go. Humans, we don't measure US dollar prices. We can't compute them. Like $1 or $1,000 or $1 million, it all means the same to us. It's the direction. Okay, it's literally the direction. It's like watching a rocket lift off. This is the Bitcoin dominance. Hopefully it comes back down here, Ethereum third cycle curse, then comes back for one last wave, and then we'll see what happens when it comes to the end of the year. Now, if you're frustrated, I mean, welcome, because like here's the thing: when we live a whole bull market, obviously no one took profit in 2021, like over 95% of people. When we relive that, that's why, friends, I give you the highest value content in crypto. I go back and I check, okay, how long were we actually having fun for? How long was it? Okay, because we were there for a long time, right? And you're like, no, we weren't. We weren't there for a long. We weren't actually in that happy place for a long time. It's only 50 days. 50 days, you say? Yes, 50 days. This this tiny freaking sliver, this was the actual fun part. This part. Everything else you sold too early. Everything else you sold too late. That's for 95% of coins. Isn't it? That's wild. So like, hey, I want to make sure I sell the top. Okay, well, get in line. Every single person is saying that. So others BTC right now is down here. Trump has launched a coin. It is the lightning rod moment. Okay, the lightning rod moment shocked everybody, and now it's all over the media. So they're going to keep reporting about it. We'll see how that transpires. Does the 4-year cycle repeat for the 4th time, where the media sensation starts to drum it up? Now, a lot of people believe that Trump's meme coin is going to trade like a proxy of people's favorability of him. Like if he's really popular and does well, it goes up. This thing goes down. Yeah, it could, but I also want to let you know. You're at a $40 billion diluted right now. You know what I mean? So the world's most popular man. So but that's why I'm just basically like awareing you of these. Now, during these times, friends, what's going to happen is this is what we want to see. Something with a giant market cap goes up. Yeah. And then it basically is open season for everything else. And then people... You'll start to see everybody say, don't mid-curve stuff, bro. Market caps doesn't matter anymore. Now everything's just getting in. No one does this pricing and rationality thinking, which is true. However, don't think that, oh, now any coin goes up with high market cap. It doesn't happen like that. So we need all the retailers in our companions to appear. Now, if I crack on with some news as well, Ulbricht, Mr. Ulbricht has finally been pardoned. He's got his cute little plant. There you go. It'd be funny if he says, you know what, they let me go 10 years ago, but I just wanted to grow up a plant in there. I got a new friend. That'd be now, Ross came out. They took all these Bitcoin. I think he used to have a couple 100,000. Remember, friends, like $1 back in the day or whatever. Ross has, I think, $45 million worth of Bitcoin now. So he's got 430 BTC in like one little tiny wallet. Man, that's wild. Like he's been sitting there, was rotting in jail and just watching these bull markets appear. So it's the greatest hodl, right? Yay, congratulations for your hodl. I wonder if he would have held all of it from before. There are some disgusting Bitcoin maxis as well, which is they're now predicting he's going to make a meme coin, and Bitcoin maxis, they're getting upset. They go, oh, watch the grift. Ross Ulbricht is now going to start grifting. Okay, and this is the funny part, the funny and sad. Like I've replied to one of them. I think it was the Plebitor. I said, bro, the funny thing is you give a pass to a guy selling drugs on the internet. That's okay for you, but the thought of him making a meme coin or selling JPEGs, you are like considering that sin. What a sick, twisted mentality for these deranged Bitcoin maxis, bro. I'm not even making that up. This guy literally was running a merchant shop for drugs to be sold on the internet. That's okay with you, bro. Why? Because it was using Bitcoin. They're like, oh, well, you're using my currency. Woohoo! You know what I mean? Okay, making a meme coin. No, get Spoonie on him. Spoonie will go after whoever Spoonie wants to go after. So remember, friends, we're not here for the moral high ground or left ground. I'm just showing you how I like seeing how we all have our own biases, you know, and it's okay to be biased, friends. You know, like you and I are friends. If some stranger came out and we're eating ice creams and said, hey, can I have, you know, someone said to me, hey, Sommi, I want your friend's ice cream. I go, no, bro, that's my friend. Who are you? Who are you? I didn't know who you were 5 minutes ago. You just appeared out of nowhere. You see, you got to have a bias. You got to stand for something somewhere. But it's funny how basically what people are doing is their biases creep into their investment decisions like this. Okay, and that's the most important part that you got to learn, especially in markets. But, you know, don't take it too far the other way. It's just like, you know, you got to stand for something. But it is interesting just how, you know, you ossify, you calcify over time. There's no new opportunity. And you come towards ready to find out, friends, a lot of people, they just bought the price too early and it's their home run. They'll never get anything like that ever again. They don't even want to try, you know. This is others BTC. Don't know how it's going to go from here. Hopefully the up only could peak in April, could peak in June, could peak in May. I don't know for wave 1. That would be wave 1. We don't really care about that wave 1 now because we're just so low. And also, just to let you know, friends, it is factually true. It is the worst performing crypto cycle so far. Easily, okay? ROI-wise, it is the worst performing for altcoins so far. It is the worst performing for Bitcoin. Actually, yeah, ROI, everything. Based off the length. Now, it is following the 2017 cycle, the ROI. I think it's actually following that 2017 ROI if you look at Bitcoin's price. But eventually it's got to fall off because there's that ROI did 17x in 2017. So obviously Bitcoin ain't going to $1.7 million by December. We know that. But it would be interesting if it got pretty close, huh? Towards 300 or 400K. Larry Fink, so Lizard Fink, friends, he said Bitcoin could get to $700,000 and that he's a big believer. And then I've written, which probably means he's going to be dumping at 200K. So we all know how that works. Just to let you know, 4 years ago, Bitcoin was around, actually 4 years ago, yeah, Bitcoin was around 30K-ish, $30,000. And Citybug, Goldman Slugs, JP Mosquito, their Bitcoin targets were being thrown everywhere. The lowest, I think, was JP Mosquito, 160K. That was the lowest. Okay. Citybug had 400K. So the lowest target 4 years ago was 160K. Just to remind you. Okay. Just because I was here. That's how we all got dicked. All of us. Okay. So that's very, very like important to understand. Like, oh wow, not a single one of your targets got hit. And then we all knew we were getting grifted and dumped on. China's evil scum miners were getting dumped on. All the insiders were dumping on us. Unfortunately, we got a stunted cycle. But yeah, look, here's the thing as well. They did not know. Here's the thing. Those dumpers, they did not know they were selling the top. That's what you pretty much. They just know they just got to get out. You see, so because we know in a bull market, the bull market does not end based off the sellers. The bull market ends when you run out of buyers. Okay, China banning cut a lot of the buyers, made everybody scared. So that was one of the killers out here. Also, we had less buyers than we should have. Why? Because corrupt chairman Gary Gensler, that piece of trash subhuman filth, he just got in, and the corrupt SEC at the time, they were doing nothing. They were literally doing nothing, and it was so vague. So people didn't know if they could put in millions of dollars or in yet, as much as they should have. So that pretty much stunted everything. And then you had Soy Bankman-Fried dumping everything as well. Like I mentioned before, we are all back to being bored. The dopamine has stopped. It's kind of funny. We have Randy Boo bored. I know Randy Boo. I feel the exact same. He literally just posted that just literally an hour ago. And then we have Mr. pDAI to $1. This is the pDAI to Pulse ratio that you can see. But yeah, when you're looking at these things, friends, we have a lot of copium and hopium. I still like friends, everything on PulseChain and all these other things. You just need more time, man. We ain't moving with this ETH BTC. That's it. Okay. Well, look, I know we think they're good, but we ain't moving, bro. We are not moving when ETH BTC is like at least like still red on the freaking weekly. Like, oh my god, that is a monthly. Whoa, man. Ethereum, you better, friends. I don't know if you guys remember. I made a post. Ethereum flipped red on the monthly super trend, and I was in denial. I was like, you know what? I flipped red, but you know, it's a monthly. It's a very, very long time frame. Look what ended up happening. That was in August last year. It went down, 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 down. This monthly super trend, man. It's but you know, there's nothing special about these super trends. They're just bands. They're just ATR bands. It's an ATR band adjusted for the volatility, and the default is 3. So if you move 3 times the average distance up, it goes, oh, that's significant, and it marks a bull. If it moves 3 times down, it marks a bear. You know, so when you have a big time frame, though, they're super significant because you don't like accidentally go to different directions. Man, that is sad, friends. That is freaking sad. That was the second time it's ever flipped red on the monthly. That's a monthly super trend. Oh my gosh. So it flipped green here, but look at this. When it flipped green, it was over. You see that? Look at this. In April 2021, it flipped green. And then it only went up in May. There you go. See, it's 50% and it's all over. 1 month. The last month of the bull market. So, yeah, man. You guys. Just, you know, it is what it is. What can we do? Third cycle curse. We're all EVM linked. Everyone says it's Solana's cycle. I don't think it's their cycle, man. I think it's like, friends, people get bored of stuff. They're like, hey, because people, friends, what happens is people will make money in something else that doesn't require trading every 4 seconds. Okay, and then people will start doing it. Okay, they just go to whatever's making money. Don't forget, bears will pay. Yes, they will. That's what we're here to do. Smashing the bears. Oh, man, there's a lot of tough things to go through. I made this post here, friends. So there was Stylo from the PulseChain community. He made this post. I'll show you. I'll just read it here. So this is like, it's reflective of a lot of people. But look, friends, I know because like, I see everyone. I'm on Twitter, man. I see every coin community, many things out here. Okay, so everyone's got a different... I'm looking at all the charts as well, man. So like, you don't even read... The chart tells you how they're all feeding. And it's all the same stuff. It's all the same stuff. It's just that in PulseChain, everyone's vocal and they communicate a lot. And there's a lot of streamers, a lot of people. So there's a big, powerful voice. So you think, oh, it's only happening in one place. No, man. It's happening in other places as well. So this is Bretep saying, if there were a good time to let people know about PulseChain and ETH, wouldn't it be when everyone is positively talking about crypto? Don't squander the opportunity. So Bretep is saying yes. And then obviously Stylo goes, a lot of us here are marketing the chain every day for 5 years. It is not working. A lot of people have lost everything in this pursuit. They will never come back. The green candles aren't coming in. We tried everything from NASCAR to spamming mail. Even when there are green candles, someone immediately dumps. 95% of users are down 80 or 99% after 5 years. How can we justifiably bring someone into this chain? The community is slowly fading and it's painful to watch. It's no disrespect to you. I actually like you. We're running out of funds, ideas, and will. Now, here's the thing, friends. I made a video. I just want to show everybody, like, when you're new, and I made this video, friends, for my friend David. David is in the friendship call. It's actually in my Telegram. By the way, friends, if you're curious, if you're on my Telegram on the announcement page, if you click the comments button, there's a comments button. If you click on it, it takes you to the discussion room, and then everyone's in the discussion room. Okay. So yes, if we have. So I made this video to show you, like, crypto marketing is not like products and services marketing. So it's because it's an investment. Okay. So this is what you gotta understand. Okay. So in crypto, the devs and the grifters, the devs, grifters, the crowd, everybody included, innocent people, all of them together, their default state is to talk to you like crypto is a consumable. Okay, remember there's C and I. Consumer, consumption, or investment. Okay, C or I. Consumption is you get your dopamine hit now. Investment, you get dopamine hit later. Okay, consumption is hair product, buying orange juice. You consume it now. Okay, you buy a squeaky chair. You get some fluffy slippers. You get some mittens. Okay, you consume them now, like, oh, I need them now. Okay, investment is I put it away, I grow it, and I get the dopamine hit later. Okay, so people try to pretend crypto is consumable in terms of, they say, well, this thing has privacy. You can now swap. Look at this new tech upgrade, fast transactions, boo, 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 boo. They try to like sell you on these feature sets, right? Now, it's good. The thing is, when the price goes up, people get confused. They confuse their brains for the bull market, right? And they get fooled by the randomness. So they think that, oh, the price is going up because of these features. No, the price is reflexive. It just started going up from ignition, and then people started feeding on top of itself. And they just say whatever narrative there is, okay? Because people invent the narrative of why it's going up, right? So in crypto, the marketing, okay, marketing like a consumable, it doesn't behave like that. In terms of, like, in a normal world, if it was a consumable, you market and you say, hey, this perfume, if you're a man, you wear this cologne, all the babes are going to want to be with you. You know, you get your nice cologne, yeah, and they show you on the TV. Maybe Kim Kardashian is like doing the badonkadonk ass dance on your face or something. You know what I mean? Like, wow, it's working. Women are just coming out of nowhere. Okay, sweet. See what I mean? They show you, oh, you're a sex appeal man. Okay. In crypto, doesn't work. Because in crypto, you can do that, but it still doesn't make them go buy. They don't do that. Okay. What we've seen is, in crypto, we're all correlated as altcoins. Okay, some move early, some move middle, some move late. Pretty much, there's a cycle. Okay, there's a cycle, friends. Just like there's a day and night cycle. Okay, there is a cycle. The cycle is more powerful than your little feature set advertising in 99 times out of 100. Okay, it is more powerful. So you have to understand in crypto, in altcoins, we are asleep for 3 years. We go down, and then we're awake for 1 year. Okay, asleep for 3 years, awake for 1 year. Imagine the world work like that. Imagine instead of sleeping for like, imagine like your day 24 hours. Imagine you were sleeping like a cat for 18 hours and you're only awake for 6 hours. See, all the advertisers would have to market to you when you're awake, because when you're asleep, no one's paying attention, right? So it's the same, crypto, we're like the day and the night thing. It's so powerful, no one can overpower it. We've tried. Richard Hart tried the staking, the pumping and the dump, all these other stuff. They've tried everything. Everyone's tried everything. You're a slave to the cycle. You have to be at zen with it. So when it comes to the marketing, okay, in this video, what I've explained is, okay, you need the rest of the market to be going up. This infection of protein, of optimism, that's what you actually need. And if you look at the Wall Street cheat sheet, which is what I have here, okay, what we need is, friends, this is what we need. We need time. That's actually what do you need? We got to wait more. Okay, that's what kills everybody. You just got to wait more. You know, like that's why people have a hard time with crypto. They haven't seen anything like it in the real world. Do something. Do something. Market here. Go to here. I want you to this event. I want you to that. You know, like in crypto, it's like wait more. Wait more. So like waiting more gives you higher growth rate than like putting infinite more energy in now, right? Unless you're the unicorn. Problem is, this is 1 out of 100, man. It's literally less, right? So I believe, friends, we are in optimism now. Optimism, though, I believe will be when Bitcoin like thrashes, it goes above like this 110, 120, 130, 140. That is like optimism. Like everyone goes, oh my gosh, the bull market is real. The Trump, see how it says this rally is real? Yeah, the Trump rally is real. The Trump rally is real. Stocks, Russell 2000, and see that going up. Once you have everyone in that mood, what happens is, because I've studied this very closely, okay, Bitcoin is the lightning rod for the world. Okay, Bitcoin is it. It's going up. Everyone's gone up. Then people hear a story. Oh my gosh, Bitcoin is $110,000. I know one guy who bought it at $1,000. Oh my gosh, you know. So they already got FOMO. What I do. Okay. Simultaneously, okay, this happened 3 times. We don't know if it's going to happen 4th, but actually has happened 4th. Simultaneously, an altcoin unicorn appears. The unicorn. Now in 2021, it was Doge, just kept going up. Right now, maybe it was Trump. Was Trump that's that unicorn? Yeah, something appears, bang, all this value created. Yes, the signal is out. Then now people's ears are there. They've heard about it once. They're like, oh, I heard of Bitcoin going up. I heard about it for a few years, but now they've heard about it like this year. Like, oh my gosh, like Bitcoin's gone up. And this Trump coin, someone made $3 million on that. I heard Thread guy made $1 million on it. Wow, this guy made $10 million. They hear these numbers, then they're ready. Okay, now they've got enough, then a few things start going up in crypto. Out there, random, they start going up, the ignition candle. Then the FOMO starts, the FOMO build up. Where, look friends, here's the thing. You can say, oh, privacy and decentralization, proof of work. No one gives a crap, okay? You want to know what works? Okay, I don't talk like this. It's salesman talk. I don't talk like this. Okay, but you never know. Maybe we have to. People literally, this is what they actually want to hear. What they want to hear is, everybody's getting rich buying this coin. Everyone. This coin is guaranteed to go up 20x in a year. Everyone's getting rich. Did you miss out on Bitcoin at $1,000? Well, this coin is 10 cents. It's going to go to $10. You know, Bitcoin went to $100,000. Easily, this coin can go to $100. They want to hear that. They just want to hear that. Now, then you might say, Sommi, but what about market cap and all these other things? Bro, they just don't care. They're going to buy it anyway, okay? So I'm just told you, what do people want to hear? They want to hear that. And what I'll tell you is, the videos that say, this coin is guaranteed to go up 25, hell index, those will get all, having funny, they get all the views. They get all the views. They want to see, people want to hear that. They want to hear the word guarantee. And that's what they want. They're so susceptible to that, because that's it. Friends, have you ever spoken to friends and family? Hey, I want to get into crypto stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, this thing could go up, could go down. Hey, it's going to go up, right? Okay. But you're pretty sure, right? It's a guarantee, right? Like people's brains, they're not wide. Because in the real world, people don't think with probability terms. Okay. Would you like, for example, like how do you accommodate for the fact that, you know, maybe your friend is going to have a cardiac arrest one day? Are you going to bring a defibrillator for yourself? Like, how do you price that in? Oh, there's a 1% chance every time I see my friend every 3 months that they're going to have a cardiac arrest while we're having lunch at the cafe. I better bring over a defibrillator. It's very hard to compute those odds. You just don't think about those odds, yeah? But in crypto, you have to think about odds like that. Odds of the unknown. That's why only the paranoid survive in markets. You're like, oh, it's 50-50 whether we have a bear market in 12 months or not. Therefore, I can't be 100% allocated. Yeah, but you can't think like that in the real world. You know what I mean? Like, friends, even think about relationships. Like, when a man, like, it's very, very, let's look at a sensitive topic. The prenuptial agreement. You know, like, girls, I mean, the girls always talk about this thing. A lot of them will say, if a man asks me to do a prenup, my whole family will think so bad of him. I will think that there's something wrong here and that he's not really committed, and it just kills the whole vibe, and I'll never forget it. That's what a lot of people think like that, okay? They do think like that. They might not say it out there, but they do think like that. See what I mean? So every guy knows this. So you're like you're in a tough spot. You're like, oh, do I want to? You see how you have to think about these things? But if you're going off the probabilities, you're like, wait, remember, the divorce rate's almost like 40% or something, so we should all be like, you know, I'm flipping a coin, really. You see what I mean? It's tough. It's easy. It's tough. It creates so much friction just to do this. So it's the same when it comes to crypto. All of these people, terms guaranteed to go up. Did you miss this? Doge went to $1. But by the way, you know XRP people. Okay, we literally saw there's a guy who wrote XRP is going to $1,000 or $10,000. I think they wrote $10,000. I think $1,000. They wrote the XRP is going to $1,000. I'm not making this up. And they say it with a straight face. They said Bitcoin is at $100,000. XRP is being adopted in the world. It can easily hit $1,000 because Bitcoin hit 100K. They just say that with a straight face, and they get a whole lot of, that's TikTok stuff. They will believe that. Okay. So, but who are you to tell them? What if it does go up a lot of money anyway? But I'm just telling you, those are the words that work. Okay. And those are the words, but you can say that for the past 3 years, no one believes you. Because they don't see evidence of things moving. No one wants to be first. That's why you need that wild unicorn to go first. Okay? No one wants to be first. Everybody wants to be second, third, fourth, fifth, and no one wants to be last. Okay? So that's why everyone also wants to be told, you're early, you're early, you're early. This thing's guaranteed to go up 28. That's why all these KOLs, friends, they sucked a lot of people in. They did a lot of like these white lie salesman type of stuff. And by the way, they were just outright saying, oh, this thing is almost guaranteed to do that much. Yeah, but while, see, here's the thing. It's okay if you think in your mind things are going up. Friends, I think things are going up all the time. Yeah, and they don't go up. Yeah, but get over it. That's one thing. The other thing is when you're dumping every unlock behind the scenes and telling everybody it's going 30x more, and they're literally dumping 50K clips, which is what happened in 2021. That's the problem, and that's a cycle. But that's the event that forms that big trap, but we're not even there yet, right? When we're talking about marketing, people want to know, like, you know, how do we even get to start to form the trap? Well, that's the magic part about it, friends. We're in the okay, this, you know, darkest before dawn. Okay, here's dawn and the sun's coming up, and then just the wild unicorn appears. The media out there is like that, and then just, yes, that's what people want to hear. You see ultimately. So have you noticed how none of that had anything to do with how many transactions you do? Proof of work or proof of stake? What about your feature set? Is there privacy? No one gives one flying truck. No one gives a freaking, no one freaking cares. Yeah, 5% of people care. Okay, 5% of people who don't move the needle. 95% of people, you know what they're here for. Okay, that's why people who binked it with Bitcoin early, now they have like a holier than thou approach. They're like, oh, I found the world's most hardest money. Basically they think in their mind, I bought New York 150 years ago. I win. I got my land secured. Everything else is going to crumble to zero. That's why it's going to be a very, very rude awakening for them when they realize others' BTC is going to go up again, and they realize, hey, Bitcoin's just another layer 1 chain. It really is, you know. And then they realize, oh crap, the whole cycle's repeating again. Okay, but make no mistake, it'll eventually go up too far, and then the cycle will repeat again. Do you think pDAI can get to 10 cents by June? So this is just one example, friends, of me just showing you trends are moving up. The dopamine has slowed down, but everything is still on. PulseChain altcoins, Chainlink, everything, friends. Ethereum, I don't care if you're in Polkadot, whatever, anything else out here. Like, we saw XRP move early, so like you can't write anything off at this point. It's just a waiting game now. Also, friendly reminder, there's been some sneaky background updating of the liquidity for PHEX and pDAI. I mentioned that multiple times. In fact, I was the first person to discover it. I put their chart together. I'm like, oh my gosh, I think Richard's just trying to bond this stuff together. Also, friends, I've got to remind you about something. So, firstly, look at these cute little 3 Shiba Inu doggies. They're very, very cute. Good boys, both of them. All 3 of them. So, if you want fast information and news, you have to sift through more speculation, ideas, and potential false alarms. So, I want to be fast, okay? I want to be fast. If you're fast, what happens? Maybe you stumble. Maybe you sprain an ankle. Maybe your knees hurt because you're trying to do explosive stuff. I am like the bleeding front edge. You know, friends, I will report stuff. Hey, this thing came out 60 seconds ago. You understand? I'm doing that here. Unfortunately, you don't have all the information at the start. It's unfortunate. However, that's opportunity. Because if you just keep doing this, you find stuff early. People want confirmation. Like, look at Donald Trump, friends. People were still saying it was fake like 24 hours later. Oh, it could be fake, could be fake. Okay, but the 10 to 15 to 20x is already gone. Okay, so the edge is at the bleeding edge. That's what it is. That's where the alpha is, but it's more volatile. However, it's worth it. So if you wait for more reports and confirmations, you're just going to be late to everything. Okay, and nobody got rich buying Trump 24 hours later, as I mentioned. And Twitter, right? Twitter is where it's at. Twitter is the fast-paced news when it comes out. And then when you start to get to the journalists and all these explanations, it's too late. But here's the thing, right? So we're not news traders. Don't confuse it with that. You aren't confused with that. It's just like, here's the thing, man. Like, the competition is so fierce. You have to be around. No one's going to come and tell you what to do. And you build conviction of these things over time because you don't know who to listen to or what to listen to. But that's why my job here, or my goal, is to just provide this here for you because I wanted someone to do this for me. I had no idea Twitter was like a hot spot when I was back in 2020. I had no idea, no idea. I was watching people just do leverage trading on Bybit. All these people making millions, all the KOLs are making millions of dollars of Bybit affiliation. They have these ICOs that are just dumping on everybody. You know, but I'm just showing you this is it, but it's a tough game. It's highly competitive. Like you saw, right? Donald Trump took about 36 hours to peak from start to finish. Melania took only a few hours. Okay. And then Baron Trump hit 80 million market cap in 8 minutes. The fake one. A fake one. Hit 80 million in 8 minutes and then it dropped to 0. He rugged it. So just see how people now, once one thing, the rabbit's out of the hat, people are now looking and they're super competitive. Because it was like FOMO. They rush in. Okay, so that's why you got to be careful when it comes to these. But the most important thing is like for example, I mean, like, think about it. I only heard about pDAI from Twitter. I only heard about people in the community. We have Mr. 99 putting his threads out. We have Decentralized Me linking his videos. I only hear about it from Twitter. You see what I mean? So you see this stuff over time. New stuff comes out. And you know what it comes down to, friends, as well? When you find out new things and you read it and you're like on top of it all the time, sometimes something just sparks. You're like, you know what, man? Like some people say, oh, I'm getting paid this month, and maybe you get like $3,000 from your salary. You're like, you know what? I can afford another $1,000. I want to put it into this thing. It's finally hit me. You know, that's just one example of to do that. Like, I'm not saying these things definitely go up, but that's how it works. Okay, you're not going to, like, when you're watching when you're watching and waiting for like these like old summary stuff, it doesn't help you. It's basically, it's for the, and by the way, crypto, man's so fast paced, friends. You know, it's so fast paced. Like sometimes you can do a weekly candle that can be a 50% move. That's a big amount of quantity difference if you're waiting a week later as well. But have no fear, because look at this, friends. They're talking about Trump coin on Fox News. Meme coin. Okay, hit record 14 billion valuation. Available on Solana. Trading on most exchanges. Okay, so mainstream television shilling crypto to the world. They're talking Donald Trump meme coin. Now that the world is awake, I wonder if they'll be enticed by life-changing wealth in the next few months. So that's how it's happened, friends. We don't know if exactly it's going to repeat again. It's happened 3 out of 3 times. It's the 4th time, okay? And of course, to finish it off, look at this. You remember this. Bitcoin doing all the hard work, friends. That's pretty much, that's actually it, okay? So it's not me talking. It's you, the market. You, in your mind, you see Bitcoin as and then there's a line in the sand, and then there's all the other altcoins. Okay. We were hoping it was, you see, Bitcoin and Ethereum and then the line, but they ate so many bugs. It's literally now we doesn't know. It's just actually just Bitcoin out here. Okay. So you see Bitcoin is the base money of crypto. Everything else is trying to compete out here. So ultimately, that's what we're waiting for, right? This optimism phase rising. This is the Bitcoin weekly chart. I am still hopeful that we finish with a white swan, friends. When we go to 180, everyone thinks it's over. At the end of the year, it does like a 300. I hope that happens. And in that 300, everyone says we'll never hit $100,000 again. And then we do eventually hit it, and we actually break it back down to like 85 momentarily, just for like a short while, maybe 1 or 2 months, and then we reverse back. Like that would be similar to 2018 cycle. I want that to happen. Friends, I already told. I've got to make another comment. There's some people, not all of you, there's some people you're not going to make it. Look, I'm just going to say this bluntly. Politicians do not give one flying truck about you. I don't care who the politician is, bro. I don't care who they are. They don't know your name. They don't put food on your table. They don't actually care about you. They don't care about you. Now, the fact that you need someone like me sitting on a squeaky chair to tell you this, it actually scares me. But kind of like inspires me as well, because I'm like, oh, the cycles are never going away. Now, I know we're excited for Trump and he's doing pro-crypto news and all of these. Yes, but your loyalty to this will ultimately get you killed. Okay? Because if you don't squash this dream you have in your mind where these politicians don't care about you, if you don't squash that dream now, you will be the sucker who is holding turbo long risk at the end of this year, believing that crypto can't go down because it would mean Donald Trump has failed you and he's not allowed to fail or something, which is exactly what they said about Richard Hart. They said, nah, Hex can't drop like 90%, they'll look bad. And then we went down 90%, and they go, oh, then hit 94%. They go, oh, we can't go down lower because it'll make him look bad. Then we went down 98%. Then we went down 99%. Now we're still down 99% after literally 3.5 years. So we heard it all. We literally heard all of it. Now, if I didn't care about you, I would shut my mouth. Okay? I'd shut my mouth. I'd shut my mouth and go, hey, you know what? Sink or swim. Just like I had to learn it. Just like everyone else had to learn it their first time. I could say that. Okay? But I'm telling you now, words mean nothing. Words mean nothing. All right? Just like Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi's playing in a match, and he hears the other guy's family has bet their whole house on the other guy winning for the game. And they're begging, Messi, please, please don't score 5 goals against us. Please, we bet our whole home. My wife's going to leave me if we lose this gambling bet. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. You have to be ruthless. So I'm telling you right now, be careful about this like belief in your mind, friends. This is crowd mania, okay? You cannot be in the crowd acting with the crowd, okay? I'm in the crowd listening. Okay, I am separate to the crowd. I'm in the crowd, I'm listening, and I'm feeling with everyone. I feel the ups and I feel the downs. The up and the down, the up and the down. We feel it, friends. I got the astronaut helmet, and then when we're down, like, we got scammed again. We feel it. However, the action's totally different. Totally different. It's almost like a poker face, okay? You cannot be acting with that, okay? So the top is right here, okay? The top. I am a genius. We're all going to get rich. Now, what could that be? I'm a genius. I'm in crypto, and the US government just announced they're going to buy 1 million of these Bitcoin. I'm a genius. This can't ever go wrong. You wait for it, friends. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.